This is a great movie. Oh, this is a bad movie. This is a great movie. Oh, this is a bad movie. This is a great movie. This is a bad movie. This is a great movie. Ah, this is a bad, bad movie.
They are all bad movies. Every movie in this store is a bad movie. No, that's not entirely correct. There are some movies in this section over here which are, in your lexicon, great movies. 4 of them were directed by Orson Welles. There are some movies in that section over there which are great movies. But here, in this section, they are all bad movies.
This is a great movie.
Pilot script's great. You know, my character is great. I think it's gonna be a great show.
Great.
Yeah, the writer-producer, Michael Tomlinson, he's a total genius.
Genius.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, that is a great name for a new magazine. The Next Big Thing. It's a cool name.
Back to this TV show of yours. You use the terms great and genius in connection with this show. Since the beginning of this millennium, those terms have variously been applied in chronological order to Dante's Inferno, Albrecht Dührer's Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Harmonius Bosch's The Last Judgment, Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus, Shakespeare's Richard III, Cervantes' Don Quixote, Moliere's The Misanthrope, Milton's Paradise Lost, Boswell's Life of Johnson, Grove's Portrait of Napoleon, Byron's Vision of Judgment, Goya's Saturn devouring one of his children, Walt Whitman's Song of Myself, Baudelaire's Flowers of Evil, Rimbaud's A Season in Hell, and Edvard Munch's The Scream.
So?
So anyway, after 2 hours of freeway traffic, I pull up alongside her. And I see that this woman is Ellie Mae Clampett from the Beverly Hillbillies. I have been trailing Ellie Mae Clampett. And she's fucking gorgeous. Hey, the guy in the back. That's great. That's funny.
Another magazine recently referred to you as Nighttime's newest hunk. What do you think of that?
Well, I don't like to be pigeonholed. In a way, I guess it's flattering, but...
I mean the term hunk. Have you thought about this? What do you think that refers to? Hunk of what? Roast beef, granite, Jell-O, feces?
Are you calling me a hunk of shit?
That's your extrapolation. You're extrapolating that.
Fuck you, man.
All mediums have become pointless, redundant. The utter sameness of everything. The culture finally is going down on itself. Who, where, is the last figure of this millennium?
So how did the interviews go today?
Not very well.
Did you find a stand-up comic?
Yes.
Did you interview him?
No.
What happened?
I snapped. After the fourth reference to a 70s TV series, could not abide it any longer. Beverly Hillbillies referencing Ellie Mae Clampett.
Oh, I talked to that alternative rock band, the publicist of Refried Sitcom. They have time for an interview tomorrow between 2 and 4. I don't know what your schedule is, so I couldn't.
What are you looking for?
What?
What are you looking for?
Nothing.
Are you a model?
Yes.
I write for a new magazine that's coming out. It's called The Next Big Thing. We do profiles on up-and-coming personalities in every medium. Actors, rock bands, comics, models.
The next big thing.
Why don't you write your name and phone number down and I'll see if I can arrange an interview for you. fascinating. The selection of reproductions on this wall, juxtaposition. Here we have Edvard Munch's The Scream, painted in 1893, the fin de siècle, by a man who would soon suffer a major mental breakdown. A man who looked into the dark heart of the century and presciently sensed existentialism, the fall of religion, the calamities of 2 world wars, music, television. This, next to a photograph of 14 young men wearing white underwear. And on this wall, they've both been rendered the same. Meaning has been neutered. This has become fashion. This is art. It's art, fashion. It's all the fucking same. The whole wall's a fascinating blur. Fascinating.
We should go see a band tonight. I tell you what, let's call Dana and Ashley.
2 cafe mochas to go. Whipped cream.
Hello, Ashley.
Well, we originate from Dover, which is the capital of Delaware. Failed to become the next big scene, so we proceeded to Los Angeles, and I don't know, we're obsessed with early 80s Belgian techno music and apocalyptic Mexican food and American sitcoms from the mid-70s, and I don't know, what would you say, kind of a un-PC penchant for flawless Uber models?
Yes, a penchant for Uber models.
Where's your shitter? Your bathroom?
Oh, up the steps, through the kitchen, make a right, all the way at the end of the hall. Try not to knock over Gordy's Stratocaster. It's leaning against the door.
I'm gonna leave you guys with one last question. Just keep talking to the tape recorder after I'm gone, okay? As we reach the end of this millennium, why should anyone give a running, leaping, twisting, gyrating fuck about you, your music, your so-called statement, or the dead medium in which you traffic rock and roll?
I think the only dead medium here is cliches. I mean, and that's the biggest dead cliche of all. Rock is dead. I mean, how much of a cliche is that?
Killing cliche.
It is the end of the millennium. It is the end times. I mean, we're living in a global village of the damned. I mean, we're the embodiments of an age that's so chaotic and so strange. I mean, we have to smuggle Alan Hale Jr. and Fruit Loops through customs, spreading our gospel to the former factions of the Soviet Union and South America. I mean, Suzanne Summers fucked Kissinger, right? That's a fact, right?
Jason,
What?
There's no tape in the recorder.
Hey man, there's no tape in the recorder.
Hey man, what happened to my guitar?
Hey man, there's no tape in the recorder.
Oh man, I'm gonna tune it. Shit.
Hey man, there's no tape.
I met Simon Geist after a period of deep depression that lasted from the ages of 4 to 23. This included 2 suicide attempts, 1 bogus, 1 serious. We met in a video store. There was something about him I felt immediately connected with, obsessed with.
Excuse me.
A mystery. The mystery of someone who appears to have an agenda. Simon was in the process of questioning every aspect of this culture. He was having profound visual epiphanies almost on a daily basis.
Look, they've been making the same car since 1986. It's called the Car. Every magazine is the same magazine. It's called the magazine.
Shortly after we met, we moved into a house with some help from my father. Simon insisted on a tract house 30 miles from Los Angeles. Its total lack of identity was somehow part of the agenda. Everything Simon did was part of a larger agenda, which I was only beginning to understand.
What are you doing?
Aesthetic. Notion.
For entertainment, we would go to big Hollywood comedies and not laugh. I mostly stayed at home. I was going through a period of uncertainty about what I wanted to do. I thought I might want to be a writer, but not in any conventional sense. I was deeply bored by everything. I would go for long walks around the complex and think about how fucked everything was. In the morning, Simon would drive into Los Angeles to conduct his interviews. Simon had started up a magazine called The Next Big Thing, which didn't exist. He would seek out people in various mediums and try to set up interviews with them. Sometimes I would call their agents or publicists. Or get hold of them directly. It was all an excuse for Simon to confront and question them, or just insult them. For Simon, the next big thing was a weird experiment, a litmus test, an embodiment of the inflated and pointless fame obsession of the age, a manifestation of the dark, twisted energy of the most fucked up city of the last 1,000 years. Los Angeles.
I'm 100% bisexual and I'm not neurotic about it.
That's great.
I'll fuck anything that moves male or female whenever I choose. I've fucked people on stage before.
Genius.
Have you ever had an arm up your ass?
No, I haven't.
You should try it sometime.
Has it ever occurred to you that you're appropriating the language of redneck male truck drivers? I'll fuck anything that moves, etc. And it had a certain subversive resonance for about 4 seconds, but now it's become as tedious and predictable as a liquored up semi-driver bragging on the bar stool.
Suck my clit ring.
What do you want? What is the full scope of your ambition?
I want to be the greatest cross-media figure in the next 10 years.
I will invoke the M-word, Madonna.
I'll rip her head off and shove my arm down her neck.
With the arm again. Listen, do you have a car?
No, why?
Come on, we'll take mine. I want to show you something. There's a man who has an office on the 13th floor of that building. His name is Bennett Hames. He's deeply connected in the film, television, and music industries. He can pick up a phone and get an unknown's face on the cover of any magazine. He specializes in preternaturally beautiful young women. He's currently the most influential incognito star maker in Los Angeles.
He buys prostitutes.
That's correct. Not for sex. He has them do things.
What sort of things?
He likes people to be original and audacious.
What do you say?
Go in with a vision, be unique and unprecedented, take an LA chance.
Bennett Hames.
13th floor. LA fame need. An impulse so powerful as to send a woman up into an arbitrarily selected building.
Hames. Bennett Hames.
It has reached a ground zero point of ludicrousness. Sudden realization. As we cusp millennium, it increasingly narrows down to me.
bought a computer.
Computers are evil.
I know. I had to have one, though, for my magazine.
Your magazine?
Remember I was telling you a while ago that my writing, it wasn't fitting into conventional forms, prose, plays, screenplays, so I just want to do a little magazine, just a little stapled together thing, have photos, photocopy.
A magazine about what?
You. Me. That's why I need a computer. I need different fonts, file sharing, access to the internet.
Different fonts, file sharing, access to the internet.
Who's Tedra?
A model. She will be the last interview of the next big thing.
What do you mean?
Yesterday it reached a ground zero point of ludicrousness. It's gone as far as it can go. The experiment is over. The agenda must change and mutate into something else.
Why don't you just stop now? Before you talk to her.
I'm the object.
What do you mean?
I've done 4 music videos. You know how in every video there's always the one girl that the lead singers or the whole band's singing to, that they're obsessing over?
No.
Well, there's always a girl that they're constantly cutting to. Posing, strutting, twirling around. The object. I've played the object in 4 videos.
4 bands have chosen you to be their object. Why don't they each choose their own object?
Maybe they're aesthetic lemmings. There's one now.
So, what's your next project?
I'm doing another video. The director just dropped out. Creative differences. They're looking for somebody else, fast.
Tell them I'll do it.
Have you ever directed a music video before? Oh, that's right. You've barely even seen one before.
Exactly.
I'll tell them you're a filmic genius. The new Orson Welles.
Do that.
This magazine, the next big thing, doesn't exist, does it?
No.
There's another reason I consented to this interview.
What's that?
I know you from somewhere.
Ha!
Not ha, ka.
Ka!
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 Ka, ka, ka!
Ka, ka, ka!
Ka, 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 ka. Fuck, transmission's dead.
What?
Tranny shot this car's history.
Simon, watch out!
The cops will be coming!
What, they're here?
No, they will be here. We better just go up.
Come on, kiddo! Anyone coming?
No.
Anyone coming?
No.
Please move away from
I don't know.
the
I
car.
think
What?
someone might be coming.
Please move away from the car.
Fuck!
Please move away from
Fucker!
the car. Please move away from the car.
Someone is coming.
Please move away from
Someone
the
is
car.
coming.
Please move away
Someone
from the
is
car.
coming.
Please move away from the car. Thank you.
They're gonna find out.
How are they gonna find out every connection between us and that car has been severed?
What are we gonna do? We don't have a car.
Go to your father.
I can't.
He bought the house, he'll buy a car.
He wants to stop paying the mortgage on the house. He says it's a bad investment. Besides, he just bought my computer. I can't.
Potential new aspect to the agenda. Just successfully tagged a blue 1995 something. Not sure the make. The model is usually a word ending in A. Altima, Maxima, possibly Ultra?
You hit that car on purpose?
Something Ultra? Mega? No, Meta. I believe Meta. 1995 something Meta. Meta.
Oh, my God. I mean, what is this? The Mary Tyler Moore Show or the Love Boat? Hey, what was that? What was that? That bald moron, Gavin McLeod, right? He was in both of those shows, so maybe maybe there is a connection. Am I right? Am I right? What the fuck are you doing, huh? What the fuck are you doing?
You're a bad comic.
I had a lower-level agent there from CAA, okay? A lower-level guy that was gonna work with me.
You stunk out. You're referencing bad 70s
Listen,
shit.
motherfucker, I'll have your fucking throat slit. You understand
Leave
that?
him alone.
Come on,
Shut
leave
up.
him alone! Do something original.
You motherfucker. I'll kill you. Oh, my fucking eyes.
Oh, that's real funny.
Holy
My
shit.
fucking eyes. Let's get that on tape
Oh,
for your
my
next
fucking
bad
eyes.
monologue.
Oh, my
huh?
fucking eyes.
Yeah?
Did somebody call the cops
One
for
out
you?
of 12. 1 out of 12.
My fucking eyes.
Do some bad 70s cop show references.
my
Huh?
fucking
Reference that. You bad fucking comic. Huh? Little Hawaii 5-0 reference, huh? Let's get
my
that on tape.
fucking
Huh? Little 5-0 reference, huh? 5-0.
Oh, my fucking eyes.
purple-haired girl. I like to watch her twirl. She's my purple-haired, 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 purple-haired girl. She's my purple-haired, 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 purple-haired girl. She's my purple-haired, 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 purple-haired girl.
It's the only car my father would buy. It had to be a new car for investment purposes.
This is overwhelming. I have to sit down and process this.
We need a car. We have to have a car. We live 30 miles outside of Los Angeles. Besides this car, it's like this house, living in the ultimate personality-less, non-individualistic house. This house, this car, it's the same thing. It's the anti-statement.
It's perfect. You're right. We can incorporate this. The agenda is fluid and subject to mutation. And we can always destroy it when the time comes.
What is that? This is just what I need to know for my magazine. Doing a Munch scream into a reflective metal garbage can in a chain coffee establishment in Los Angeles. In 1995, it has resonance beyond just...
I'm aware of that. And it must not be co-opted.
Co-opted? In what way?
The moment something new arises in this culture that has any edge or originality, it is immediately co-opted. By magazines, the media, the edge is taken off, becomes simplified, explicated, turned into fashion. We are operating below that level. This is an alternate history taking place here, below the surface of mainstream culture. It's got to stay that way between two people, you and me. I'm gonna get a beer. You want a beer?
Yes. It's for my magazine. So, why is it that you throw every section of the newspaper away except the A section?
Sports, business, lifestyles, and entertainment is of utterly no importance to me. What is important is to grasp and process the political complexities of the world. Fascinating, the juxtaposition. This photograph, that news story. Of course, advertising is the culprit, but models are also complicit. All models are evil, male and female, particularly male. One is attempting to process a story about the Byzantine nature of modern European politics. And instead, one is confronted with a photo of a woman in a state of near pornographic undress. A woman of such singular and flawless beauty that for the rest of the day, her image and not this news story will be burned on the back of one's brain. A woman whose stunning visage could have caused ancient Greek ships to push off from the shore, armies to run at each other, poets to outdo themselves, empires to fall, music videos.
We want to shoot it in black and white.
B&W. Interesting choice.
And we want to shoot it in the desert.
Desert. That's very rarely been done. I live near the desert.
We want to shoot it in black and white and in the desert.
I think your aesthetic choices are bold and unprecedented. I'd like to be part of the project.
Cool.
One caveat. Once we get out into the desert, I'm in charge.
When's that article on us coming out?
Keep checking your local newsstand.
You're going to do what?
I'm gonna direct a music video.
I thought music videos were evil. Maybe the greatest of all evils.
They are. This is all part of the new agenda. An experiment in casting a wider net, going after a wider range of targets. Subversion from the inside.
She arranged this, didn't she? That model?
I like to watch her twirl.
I'll be back later.
I like to watch her twirl.
the object in 4 videos.
4 bands have chosen you to be their object. One of they each choose their own object.
Maybe they're aesthetic lemmings. There's one now.
Nail her. Rip her head off!
So, what's your, next project?
I'm doing another video. The director just dropped out. Creative differences. They're looking for somebody else, fast.
Tell them I'll do it.
Have you ever directed a music video before? Oh, that's right. You've barely even seen one before.
Exactly. You're going to be lying in the bottom of that hole. Camera's going to be pointing up. Fixed camera position. Once the song starts, you guys, one at a time, walk to the edge of the hole, look over into the camera, sing, and get out of the shot, get to the back of the line, wait for the next guy.
Yeah, but what about the desert topography? What about the rock formations?
You're going to see some desert sky. There's going to be a bit of a Joshua tree sticking out over the edge. Never mind about that.
What about Tedra?
Never mind about Tedra.
So, one at a time, go to the hole, sing, get out of the way.
Get back to the end of the line, exactly. How we doing in the hole?
We're digging.
Look, what kind of coverage we got here?
None. The whole video is a single position, POV from in the hole looking up.
No, see, look, I can't guarantee that their heads are going to be, jumping in and out of focus and out of frame.
So their heads are in and out of focus, in and out of frame. I mean, this is a music video. That's the whole point. Who cares about that? Who gives a shit
I do.
about any of it?
I do, okay? I give a shit. I care. I'm the DP. This is my... Director of photography. Look, my reputation back in Los Angeles...
Look, your reputation is going to suffer infinitely more when I fire your chap DP ass and you have to walk back to Los Angeles. Understood? How we doing in the hole?
We're digging.
Now get in the hole. The aesthetic lemmings comment was disturbing and unexpected. She has self-awareness and a brain. The aesthetic lemmings comment was disturbing and unexpected. She has self-awareness and a brain. She is also possessed of a flawless and singular beauty of the kind which once caused ancient Greek ships to push off from the shore, armies to run at each other, poets to outdo themselves, empires to fall.
Are you all right?
What
the hell were you trying to do? I mean, you could have...
It's disturbing and unexpected. Self-awareness.
Please move away from the car.
All right, let's go. Time is money. All right, when I say action, give it a couple beats, and then on my hand gesture, turn on the music. Give it a couple more beats, then you guys, the first guy, come to the edge of the hole. And you gotta hit that first vocal cue. You've got to hit that first vocal cue. If you miss it,
We gotta cut immediately. It's all fucked at that point, so you've gotta hit that first vocal cue. All right, let's do this in one take. Camera ready?
Ready.
Roll camera.
Rolling.
And action.
We want to speak with Simon Geist.
It was an accident.
What?
We didn't mean to hit your car. It was an accident.
My car's fine.
Simon Geist interviewed us both a while back for a magazine called The Next Big Thing.
We'd like to talk to him about that.
He won't be back for a while.
Listen, we just drove all the way out here from LA. Is it all right if we just wait inside till he gets here?
Horseshack, smoking crack, where's your Mr. Cotter been? Welcome back to Hollywood from Ho Chi Minh. Bonaducci, Susan Lucci, Charles screaming coochie coochie. Rich Little's big and a Frederick swig, so pop a shots and take a swig. Mark and Mindy, Bobby, Cindy, everybody, do the Lindy. Dinah Shore's a dinosaur, she blows my mind with dynamite. Climb into your
I can't believe you're doing this.
Someone had to.
Can I talk to you outside?
Excuse us.
I got an audition back in LA in 45 minutes, all the way out in Century City.
Go for it. I'm gonna stay here.
You sure, man?
Yeah.
How you gonna get back?
I'll catch a ride somehow.
All right.
Break the leg.
Hey, thanks, bud.
Your forehead's bleeding. I think I have some Band-Aids in the glove compartment. How'd it happen?
I banged my head on the steering wheel.
Okay.
By the way, I'm Brent.
Darla.
Nice to meet you, Darla. You're the girl that called to arrange an interview with Simon. I remember your voice. Your forehead's bleeding. You got any Band-Aids in the bathroom?
I don't know. Yes, behind the mirror.
Seem upset about something.
No. No.
Here, Lynn. There. I used to play an intern on the show called Trauma Unit, so I know about these things.
Used to? I thought, well, Simon told me you were Nighttime's newest hunk.
They dropped me last week. It's been a very frustrating and confusing last few days. That's what I want to talk to Simon about. Yeah, I know his magazine was bullshit. That it was just this confrontational thing. I'm at loose ends, artistically in other ways. I've lost direction. I'm frustrated and confused. I'm searching for something.
So, who is that girl I saw you with on your front porch?
I live with her.
Oh.
It's not, I mean, it's very, very complicated. I live with her, but I don't live with her.
Okay. We both have very long legs.
Yes, I know.
I think you hit the parking brake.
So, young actor, fuck. What are you doing here?
Thought I was a hunk of shit.
You were a hunk of shit. Now you're young actor, fuck. Now what are you doing in my household?
Look, I don't want to play the insult game, the confrontational thing. It's not why I'm here.
Why are you here?
I know your magazine, The Next Big Thing, is bullshit. I'm friends with Chris, the other actor you interviewed. We sussed it out, we compared notes, we did some checking up on you. We were pissed for a while. And it was like I was telling Darla, last week I was dropped from my TV show. I don't even give a shit about that. Fuck them, it was a bad show. I've done a shitload of bad straight-to-video movies. I don't know. I'm in a period of reevaluation. I'm at loose ends. I want to be in on what you're all about.
What do you think I'm all about?
I think you're against everything that's happening right now. You're making a statement. You got this secret agenda. You're trying to circumvent all
Look, you're not equipped to go off extemporaneously on what I'm all about, okay? You don't have the equipment to do that. So you're bored.
Yeah.
You've been involved in some projects that didn't go the distance. Envelopes were not pushed. Statements were not made. We are coming to the end of a decade, a century, a millennium, and you are wondering what the fuck out there is commensurate with the momentousness of that occasion.
Yeah.
You want a beer?
Yeah.
Darla, do you want a beer?
So, if you don't mind me asking,
I do. It's late. I'm tired. I've had a long day directing, subverting a music video.
Sure. Well, I guess I should get going back. Basically, the problem is Chris left with the car, so I'm kind of stuck here. Can I crash here tonight?
Let's save the Pinter, Joe Orton, interloper figure thing for another time, all right? Save it for acting class. Darla, why don't you take the new Subaru Impreza and drive...
Brent
home.
Okay.
Thanks.
culture is going down on itself. The culture is going down on itself! It's like a hammerhead shark feeding on its entrails, chewing its way through its own body, going down on itself! How many times have I said this? I thought we understood this. And all along you've been hoarding these...
I was 13. It was my collection. I've always taken it with me. It doesn't mean anything. It's just lunch boxes.
You are complicit in pure evil. Pure evil!
You are always saying everything is evil. Music videos are evil. Models are evil. Stand-up comics are evil. Computers are evil. Magazines are evil. Every section of the newspaper except the A section is evil. Every car made after 1986 is evil. Everything is evil. But you're evil. You're the one that's evil because you hurt people. And you don't let anyone touch you.
I hope I'm not early.
No. Tedra, this is Darla. Darla Tedra.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry I'm late.
It's all right.
Hi, I'm Brent.
Tedra, you're on that medical show, Trauma Unit?
They dropped me last week.
Sorry.
You've been like in a ton of music videos. Bohemus, Fist Party, Let's Kill Andy Griffith.
Look, don't litanize bad band names. You're ramming a crocheting needle through my ear into my brain every time you do that. The English language has fallen enough without having to listen to that shit.
Sorry, So you got a TV, VCR, something?
We have a combination TV, VCR, compact disc, video game, home entertainment center. right here.
Darla, are you all right? Are you all right?
Yes. My nose started bleeding.
Hey, that's great. I'm thinking of getting one of those. What are you using it for?
It's for my magazine.
Really? What kind of a magazine?
It's sort of an underground magazine. Mostly about Simon. And me. Lately, I've also been writing a lot about my father.
Do you have a bad relationship with your father?
I hate my father.
I hate my father, too.
So there's almost an aspect to what you're doing of the whole Warhol thesis. In the future, everyone will be famous for however many minutes.
Darla has amended that to, in the future, everyone will have their own magazine. Self-financed, self-published, self-distributed, self-referential, concerned and obsessed with one's self, physically, emotionally, one's relationships, one's partner, one's parents, usually the parent of one's opposite gender who has fucked up one's life. Oftentimes, in the case of trust fund babies, this parent is also the unknowing financier of this magazine dedicated to their own excoriation. Excuse me.
I'm not really sure if Simon approves of what I'm doing.
Well, it's a classic male versus female thing. I mean, his magazine, even though it was bullshit, was about going after external targets. You know, destroying things, tearing everything down, externalizing. Yours is about your life, your relationships, your feelings, internalizing.
Yes, the chasm between the sexes. Women are from Neptune, men are from Pluto. Women run with the goats, men run with the emus. People are people. You either have a connection with them or you don't, irregardless of what planet they hail from or what animal they run with.
This is my bedroom.
Please go now. All right. Go. Now. I'm going. Go!
So why don't we go out and do something?
There are two options. We can either go to a big Hollywood comedy and not laugh, or we can go see a cutting-edge stand-up comic and laugh really loud. It is axiomatic in this culture. Anything you can think of has either already happened or will happen within 4 to 6 weeks of you having thought of it.
Simon Geist?
Yes?
We heard about you through the actor, Brent Benedict. He explained to us a bit about what you're all about. Some of the shit you pulled. Which is fucking brilliant. We write for a magazine called The Next Big Thing. Our mandate is to tap into things just below the culture. People making unique and original statements. Personalities on the verge of a breakthrough. People on the verge.
We'd like to interview you.
First off, okay. First off, let's preface this interview by explaining how all this came about. We know the actor, Brent Benedict, and he told us about this guy who interviewed him for a magazine called The Next Big Thing. And instead of asking him questions, the guy basically starts insulting him, hacking him up, calling him a hunk of shit. And the capper is, this magazine doesn't exist.
Incidentally, we did rip you off of the title of our own magazine.
Yeah. So, Brent tells us this guy's pulled this shit on a number of people. He's heckling this stand-up comic. He's fucking over this music video. He's got a tweaked agenda.
And we're fucking howling.
So, preamble over. What are you all about?
What the fuck are you all about?
Let's go inside. I want to show you something.
Hold. Hold that position, please. tremendous.
And this is happening in a coffee chain establishment?
So, what exactly prompted the moog scream?
A confluence of elements. I had seen a print reproduction a couple hours before in a graphics store. There was a strange atmosphere within the chain coffee establishment. A 15-year-old girl pulled a cellular phone out of her purse. I was undergoing a moment of profound dislocation. This garbage can presented itself as perhaps the last artifact of the 20th century. I seized the moment for a meta art historical performance statement, having a Munchian breakdown into a reflective metal garbage can in a chain coffee establishment in Los Angeles in 1995.
Great! Genius.
You guys want a beer?
Sure.
I thought Monk's Scream was just between you and me.
Moog Scream can sustain some degree of media exposure.
Hey, let's go for a drive around the complex. We'll continue the interview in the car. So why this area? The ultimate iconoclast, the ultimate individualist, living here.
It's the anti-statement. Or at least it started out being the anti-statement. Now I realize there is a certain logic to it.
Elaborate.
Where are you originally from?
New York City.
San Francisco.
Where will the last underground movement of this millennium transpire? The last scene? Greenwich Village, Haight-Ashbury? They're cooked. History. Fucking Seattle? Who is to say that the last scene of this millennium will not transpire here? Who is to say that key figures, as we speak, are not congregating here? You sought me out, correct? You guys sought me out.
Friend.
Hey, Darla. So where's Simon?
He's being interviewed. 2 guys from the next big thing just showed up.
Right. So where are they?
Driving around the block.
Who's that?
That's Tedra. She's a model. She's done like a ton of music videos. You'll recognize her. She's really cool.
She looks cool.
What are you doing here?
What's your background?
Academic. I have a master's degree in English literature and art history from Princeton. I've only recently come out here to observe and experience Los Angeles from a slight distance.
Why LA?
It is the last city of the millennium.
So, if this is the last city of the millennium, and right here will be the last scene of the millennium, and you will be the leader orchestrator of this scene, then you are de facto the last figure of the millennium.
Exactly. The last big thing.
And that is an interview-ending quote if I ever heard one.
It was a revelation talking with you, Simon Geist.
It was interesting.
Oh, I forgot. There's just one more thing you might want to respond to. Off the record. Did a little research on you with Brent's help, and We found some rather interesting photographs connected with your past, if you care to comment.
I knew you from somewhere.
Failed actor, failed rock star, failed comic, failed model. Busted. Busted! And they don't even write for the next big thing. Still doesn't exist.
I saw it on the magazine stand.
Whatever. They certainly don't write for it.
We're friends of Brent.
We're actors. Simon Zeitgeist. Even your name's bullshit. You're the zeitgeist of nothing. Nobody cares who you are. You're living out here in the fucking outer rungs of hell. Your neighbor has got some kind of fucking brew lead strapped to his gut. What kind of crew is this? What the fuck are you gonna create here? What fucking agenda? This is all a colossal joke. You are the most deluded motherfucker on planet Earth.
Your regime is over.
LA fame needs. Yeah, all right, so you've succeeded in promulgating this Hollywood A movie backstory here with the photos.
Yeah, promo car, fucking car gating, fucking car, 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 car.
Women run with the goats, men run with the sudden realization. As we cusp millennium, it increasingly narrows down to me.
Man, we nailed the fucker.
Yeah. He bought your shit. You were a great actor, man.
So are you. Hey, man, I'll catch you back in LA. I'm gonna try and scam a ride. Tedra!
Simon Geist has fallen. Simon Geist has fallen. The afternoon that he fell, I was confronted with an image of the two dominant men in my life facing each other.
I'm not paying the mortgage anymore, Simon. I'm signing it over to you and Darla.
The two men whose dark, twisted energies have swamped and stifled me since birth. The image of my father and Simon Geist. This image. I am now embarked on my own path and journey. I have my own agenda. And unlike Simon Geist, I will not be co-opted. As we cusp millennium, it increasingly narrows down to me.
Genius. And I don't use that word lightly or frivolously. What you've done with the form, the music video form, you fucking pushed the envelope. You've upped the ante. You've made a bold and unprecedented meta-music video indictment commentary that still legitimately rocks. Other bands want to work with you, Simon. Other bands want to work with you.
Rerun. shots and take a swig. Mork and Mindy, Bobby, Cindy, everybody, do the Lindy. Dinah Shore's a dinosaur, she blows my mind with dynamite. Climb into your Archie bunker. Suzanne Summers, yeah, I fucked her. I'm in my Joyce DeWitt's end.